Yes, yes. What's the word? Chicago baseball fans, Chicago baseball fans. Welcome to another episode of Chicago White Sox and Cubs Central. We are rocking with the Cubs again today as they are in the midst of facing their bitter rival Cardinals, St. Louis Cardinals in Chicago. And listen, man, it's great to be here. Just got home. Jump right on with the gang. I'm sure you got some highlights later. What Cubs lead the Cardinals 8-6, bases loaded, bottom of the sixth. They just took the lead. They came into this inning down, I think 5-6. I was driving in the car listening to it, and they've played it 3 runs so far with bases loaded. Once again, Christopher Morel at bat, and he looks at a pitch in the dirt. Outside 1-1 is the count. We're gonna get right to the game after the intro.
Welcome to the number one place for all Chicago baseball. Let's start the show.
All right, I'm your boy Big Bro right here again. 2 days back to back, baby. I got to get off work early again. We're looking at Christopher Morel as he's looking at what is his name? Verhagen just throw bad pitch after bad pitch. He is looking to blow this game wide open. Let's see if he can get a grand slam. Don't mind me if I'm looking down. I'm grabbing highlights to add to the stream momentarily. Ooh, swings at a fastball, bounces it off his foot. 2-2 is the count. 6-8 Cubs lead. 8-6. 2-2 count. Bottom of the sixth. Man, what's good, everybody? We appreciate y'all for rocking with us the entire Central family, NBA Central, Chicago Bulls, Bears, Sky, and Blackhawks Central, Chicago Fire Central coming real soon in the Shy Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys as Christopher Morel strikes out swinging. Base is still loaded, though. Damage can still be done. Runs can still be posted. Let's see. Like he swung through a curveball right there in the zone. So shout out to Chris Morel for trying to hit that thing out the park, but looked kind of foolish swinging at that pitch. At the bottom of this inning, we will get to some highlights. Cody Bellinger is still on fire. Suzuki has RBIs and back-to-back at bats. Yan Gomes looks at a strike up and inside. Let's go. Cubs lead 8-6. Bases loaded. Bottom of the sixth versus the hated St. Louis Cardinals. Hope y'all having a great, great, great Saturday. All right, let's see if I can get this uploaded. As Gomes look at a strike, 1-1 is the count. This last one. Cody Bellinger gave the Cubs the lead. And that man has been on fire in July. Ooh, Gomes swings through another high fastball inside. Let's see if he can give the Cubs a little bit more run support. I think it's drizzling a little bit out there. Move that. No, he didn't go. Count runs to 2-2. Upload this video. He almost went though. And I think the Cardinals coach got ejected while I was driving home for arguing strikes and pitches. And that's significant because yesterday the same thing happened when a position player got out. As Gomes strikes out. Cubs do damage though. They take the lead 8-6. Let's get to it. Show you guys the highlights to how we got to this 8-6 leads. Cubs have 8 runs on 14 hits and 1 error, and the St. Cardinals have 6 runs. Let me pull up these stats over here. Give me a second. I just got home, guys, so give me a second to get all my stats and everything. It was a weird start today for the Cubs. The way David Ross did the pitching, he had relief pitcher Foreman started. He pitched 2 innings, and then Smiley came in and pitched 3 2/3 innings, giving up 4 runs. And now we got Palencia in. He looked kind of funky last inning, but we'll see how he can do. All right, so highlights. We'll start with when the Cubs first tied the game.
Line drive, base hit left field. Swanson around third. He's in to score. And Morel chops one into left. He did. It's 1-1.
So Christopher Morel, this has been a back and forth affair today, guys. Christopher Morel with the game tying hit right there. And then we'll go to some me see. Let's look at when they tied it at 3. It seems like they've been going back and forth all day.
Oh, look at that! Yeah! Horner in to score, half to third. It's all going Belly's way right now, 3-2. Ground ball up the middle, gets through, and we're tied. And Bellinger almost ran into the second base umpire, Jansen Visconti, who says, my bad.
So Bellinger, another RBI right there. What's going on, BLJ? Joey Hunter's going to trade Belly. He better not trade him, man. He better not trade him. He's wondering if Jed Hoyer's going to trade Bellinger at the deadline. He's really been raking since the All-Star break. Well, him and Suzuki have both been raking. I agree with you, man, but he is such a veteran presence on this squad. He has the heart of a champion. I don't know if you want to trade him. I say this. If the Cubs are at least by the trade deadline, if they're within 3 or 4 games of the division, you keep Bellinger and you keep riding that hot hand to see if they can decide to if they can make a playoff push. If they're still 7, 8, 9, 10 games back, you listen to serious offers for the guy and see if you can get something good in return. What do you think, BLJ? All right, so we'll look at some defenses. Let's see, where is it? Right here. This was a pretty good play from Ian Happ as the Cubs get ready to pitch in their half of the 7th inning.
Doing this day for 10 years. How did it start?
It started out of a desire to teach sun safety, not just for one day, but for every day. And from that, we also started a program in conjunction with Sarah.
And then Merriweather's on the mound now. He is behind in the count, or now it's 1-1. He's pitching to the St. Louis Cardinals. Let me see who's at bat real quick. Refresh this screen. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday. It's a beautiful Saturday in the Chicago area. He is facing Herrera. Now he's ahead. 100 mile per hour fastball. 1-2 is the count. And after this out, I'll show you how the Cubs took the lead. Well, first they tied it and then they took the lead. Merriweather throws another 99 mile per hour. This is how they tied the game.
Edge of the grass, line drive, center field, falling, base hit. And we are tied. Seiya comes through.
That was Suzuki taking care of business. I'll get to you guys another highlight after this next pitch to show how Cody Bellinger got another RBI to give the Cubs the lead in the bottom of the 6th inning. Merriweather looking. He is still ahead 1-2. Last pitch was a slider inside, fouled off. And this is what Bellinger did to give the Cubs the lead.
Base hit right field. Tachman in. Porter on his heels. Headed to third is Happ. Belly delivers again.
Cody Bellinger has been absolutely hot as Merriweather's battling with this young man now. It's still 1-2. He just fouled off the last 3 pitches. Herrera wants to keep things going. Just to show you how back and forth this has gone, as Suzuki gave the Cubs another run in the bottom of the 6th. By the way, the Cubs lead 8-6 in the top of the 7th as Merriweather is battling Herrera, throws a 87 mile per hour slider, top of the zone, right outside the zone. Now it's 2-2 is the count. The first inning, the St. Louis scored a run. Second inning, the Cubs scored a run. Third inning, St. Louis scored 2 runs. Bottom of the 3rd, Cubs scored 2 runs. No runs scored in the 4th. Top of the 5th, St. Louis scored 2 runs. Bottom of the 5th, Cubs scored 2 runs. Top of the 6th, as Merriweather gets the strikeout on Herrera on the slider. Bottom of the 6th, Cubs put up 3 runs. And now here we are in the top of the 7th inning. Cubs leading the hated St. Louis Cardinals 6-8, 8-6. Ooh, we had that man looking crazy out there swinging at that slider. Hope you guys are having a good Saturday. Let's see what BLJ had to say. He said, I agree 100%. I would play it the same way. The Angels are playing it with Ohtani, but the Angels are a way better team, are in the thick of the division race. Hey, BLJ, I agree with you, man, but the Cubs are in the Central division, man. And that division is wide open. Each team that is taking, I think the Pirates were in first place at one point. I know Milwaukee and Cincinnati have been going back and forth. The Cardinals just had a 6-game winning streak. Every team besides the Cubs have had 6, 7, 8-game winning streaks. The Cubs are only 7.5 games back right now. If Milwaukee goes on a slight losing streak, the Cubs can keep making up ground. They beat St. Louis today and beat them tomorrow. You're looking at a possibility of being about 6 games back of first place, depending on how Milwaukee looks. And then you got another week to make up some ground. So let's see how they do it, man. I'm excited to see what the Cubs can get done because, man, my White Sox ain't been really doing anything to make up ground in the Central Division. And the AL Central is just as weak, or at least I was actually weaker than the NL Central, as O'Neill is at bat. Merriweather throws him a slider on the lower right-hand corner, and O'Neill fights off the pitch. So like these guys are ready to foul off some pitches versus Merriweather. Top of the 7th inning, Chicago Cubs leading the hated Cardinals 8-6 as Merriweather throws another slider. This one way low and outside of the zone. Count runs to 2-2. O'Neill 1 for 2 for the day. Newbar been killing the Cubs today. He's 3 for 4. The second, we'll go around the league and discuss the scoreboard. There's a lot of games that have been played already on a Saturday. Merriweather forces a hit to Swanson. Swanson scoops it and throws to first base. Out number 2. Danny Swanson, Lieutenant Dan, with a nice defensive play. Ranging to his left, scoops it up, throws him out at first base. Down on one knee. Good play from my mans. 8-6 Cubs, top of the 7th inning. Cubs, man, man. White Sox are definitely a terrible waste of young talent. And unfortunately for them, they're going to have to play the Cubs. And a lot of people are going to just treat that like the World Series. But hopefully the Cubs honestly keep going and keep winning, because if we want to see one of the teams make it to the playoffs, it's most likely going to be the Cubs. They've been balling out a little bit better than the White Sox. Dexter Fowler threw out the first pitch today. Didn't even make it to home plate. Let's go. White Sox struggling. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us, man. Go ahead and like, share, hit that notification bell. I'm going to do this as often as I can. I do have a 9 to 5, but when I get the opportunity, I got a family as well. So baseball is every day. My wife would definitely kill me if I jumped on here every single time we had a game. That's why I jump on in the late innings anyway. As Merriweather gets Walker to swing through another pitch, strike 3, and he is out of there. Cubs coming up in the bottom half of the 7th inning real soon. Let's see who's coming up to bat. Tauchman, Horner, and Happ. Horner's 3 for 3 today. Happ 2 for 3. Tauchman's 1 for 4. Let's see if the Cubs can keep on pouring it on. They got 14 hits. Wouldn't be bad to get a few more hits, a few more runs on these guys, because we already know St. Louis will not go quietly. They will not go quietly. And after the game, stay tuned right here. I'll show you guys all the highlights again. Dexter Fowler, 2015-16 World Series champion, singing the 7th inning stretch. Wrigley Field feeling good, fighting through a little bit of drizzly rain, but they drunk at this point. They don't care about no rain. You can see a lot of Cardinals fans in the stands. Cubs leading the Cardinals 8-6 going into the bottom of the 7th inning. Y'all already know I had to crack open a beer. About to put my pink shirt on and go to see the Barbie movie with my daughter later on. That's going to be fun. Don't judge me. I do whatever my baby girl want me to do. So, yeah, what do y'all think about this pitching situation that David Ross did? Like, he had Fulmer start the game, who pitched 2 innings, gave up 3 hits, an earned run, a walk, 2 strikeouts. He only pitched 29 pitches. Then he brought in Drew Smiley to pitch 3 and 2/3 innings, and Drew Smiley gave up 6 hits, 4 earned runs, a walk, 5 strikeouts, 79 pitches. Then he brings in Palencia. Palencia walks 2, but gets out of a bases loaded jam. And then you had Merriweather come in and pitch, and do his thing for 2 innings. But I just don't understand. Like, it's why I don't think I've ever seen a situation besides in like double header circumstances or situations where it was like super duper long the night before, so you have a relief pitcher come in and pitch. But why did he do that? Why did he have Fulmer come in and pitch before he brought Smiley in? That was weird to me. Very, very odd. As the Cubs are looking to take 2 games out of 3 so far, and they got the rubber match tomorrow. Tomorrow you got Jordan Montgomery on the mound, and we don't know who's pitching for the Cubs. But it is another afternoon game between the Cubs and the Cardinals. Cubs hoping. We got a rain delay. I'm definitely not going to be staying here for no rain delay. I got things to do. So 7th inning stretch, rain delay, tarp up on the field. We'll do a quick game summary, and then I'll get up out of here for those of you who are not here to catch the top of the broadcast. Cubs went down early 1-0 versus the Cardinals until they got to their half of the first inning. And then this is what happened.
Line drive, base hit, left field. Swanson around third, he's in to score. And Morel chops one into left. He did. It's 1-1.
My bad, that was Christopher Morel in the second inning, tying the game up for the Cubs. The Cubs give up 2 more runs until, what inning was that? The Cubs gave up 2 more runs in let me go back to that screen. My bad, you guys. In the 3rd inning, and they got to the bottom half of the 3rd inning and got their 2 runs right back.
Oh, look at that! Yeah! Horner into score, half to 3rd. It's all going Belly's way right now, 3-2. Ground ball up the middle, gets through, and we're tied. And Bellinger almost ran into the second base umpire, Jansen Visconti, who says, my bad.
Cody Bellinger is still on fire. So the Cubs tied it up at 3 apiece right there. Let's check out a little bit of defense.
Doing this day for 10 years. How did it start?
It started out of a desire to teach sun safety, not just for one day, but for every day. And from that, we also started a program in conjunction with Therapy.
So after that, the Cardinals put up 2 more runs to go up 5-3. But the Cubs, this has been a back and forth game all day. The Cubs did not relent. They came right back in their half and tied it at 5.
Edge of the grass, line drive, center field, falling, base hit. And we are tied. Saya comes through.
And Cody Bellinger, who's been red hot in July, definitely increasing anybody talking about trade rumors. He's giving everybody ammo by doing things like this.
Base hit right field. Tachman in. Porter on his heels. Headed to third is hit. Belly delivers again.
That right there put the Cubs ahead 7-6 after they had fallen behind 6-5 in the top half of the 6th inning. And then Suzuki gave the Cubs another run, 8-6 now, going into the bottom of the 7th inning. But I got to get out of here. Got to go buy my daughter a pink shirt so that we can go ahead and check out this Barbie movie tonight. I don't care what y'all saying. I'm excited to check out that movie. Let's see. Yeah, Belly almost took out the umpire. Yes, he did. He said, enjoy your daddy-daughter date. Big Kev. Oh, yeah, it's the whole family. I'm taking my oldest son with me too, my wife, my father-in-law. We're all going to check this out. My father-in-law said he just wants to go see Margot Robbie. So he going to be with us, man. It's going to be a good movie night. Appreciate you guys. Hopefully the Cubs can get this win. And say Steve-O. Y'all know I'm not Steve-O. But anyhow, shout out to Steve-O, Hayes, Bobby, C-Dub, the whole gang. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us. It's a rain delay right now in the bottom of the 7th inning at Wrigley Field. Once that's over with, y'all can go ahead and check out the rest of the game. I'll post some highlights, do some post-game action for tomorrow morning. In the meantime, I'll see you guys later. Appreciate y'all. And I still got to get that end screen on here. So in the meantime, y'all going to have to check this one out. Peace.
Welcome to the #1 place for all Chicago